What's going on, legends? Welcome back to another episode. So let's get all of this stone guard smashed on, painted. I'm so ready for this. That means we can get that engine gearbox back in, start piecing this thing together, and I am absolutely buzzing to get that engine running and roaring. So let's whip straight into that. First up, what we're going to start with is I've got a nifty little bracket that's been supplied to me by the amazing guys at Advanced Track and Road. We're going to smash that in and then get straight into painting all the underside of this car. Let's go. The legends at Advanced Track and Road have supplied this nifty little bracket here, and what it does is for the LS engines, especially with the 6 litres, it's electronic throttle control, right? So electronic pedal, and it enables that pedal to mount up to this bracket as such, and then this bracket bolts in underneath, locating off one original bolt, and the other two we're going to drill in there and mount them on. Impressions of the bracket, it's sturdy and strong as. So far very impressed. Postage, phenomenal. The thing turned up like the next day from Melbourne. I'm about an hour and a half north of Sydney, so incredibly fast postage. Some great little stickers in the package. Everything is tip top great. So let's get this bracket in, see how it's going to fit up, and we'll see how easy this thing is to fit. Let's get into it. All right, and that's it. It's in there. So pretty sturdy, nice looking pedal. I really like how it's almost perfectly placed with the brake pedal there. So if you were to take the car out on track days and stuff, it's a really easy heel and toe. Look, I timed myself putting that in, and that honestly just took me 5 minutes. The amount of time I would have spent to make up a bracket, the thought I would have had to put into it, and then trial fit, all the extra. For what these brackets are worth, and let me tell you, they are actually really, really well priced. That saved me a whole lot of time, and it honestly seems like a really good product to me. I found the only thing is I found a little bit difficult to line up these 2 bolts. You saw I just used a drill bit that was the same internal diameter as the thread there for the nutsert. I put a little bit of paint marker on it, dotted it, and they line up perfectly. So really no dramas at all, great fitment, and I think this is going to be a great addition to the car. So thank you very much, Advanced Track and Road. The guys are legends. Hit them up. The link is all in the description of the video. Check it out, the Instagram page, their Facebook page as well, so you can see the work there. Fantastic product. Thanks, guys. Cheers. All right, you can see Dad and I getting in there with some red Scotch Brite and all the hard to get places, and then I've just gone over it with some 320 on the soft pad on the Whizzer. We really want to give this thing a good scuff up just before we lay down all of this stone guard. It needs something to grab onto.
And I'm just going over all those seams with some seam sealant. We're everywhere with those panels joined together from factory, just to avoid water and dirt getting there and further rust.
Alright guys, so we're all masked up, plastics on the floor, sealer's ready to go. I'm going to start hitting this with the stone guard. Music's going up full ball. Let's go. You're along for the ride. Battery's getting low on the camera, so hopefully you can stick around for the whole show. If not, it'll be bits and pieces. Let's get this thing done. Alright, let's get this mixed in. This is extremely full. Oh no! Making a huge mess. Ah, damn it. Anyway, these things happen. So we'll get this topped up. Alright, whoa, maybe a bit too full. That's okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of hardener in it, and the hardener will just help to set this a bit firmer because it is just a 1K, but it will also make it a bit glossy too, rather than just being a matte finish because it is just a 1K. So it's essentially just like a base coat. GMH black, you can see here, it's really commonly used by all painters and panel beaters. It's often the paint that you see being used as a guide coat on primer. And like bog repairs and stuff, but it's also really commonly used for underneath cars, chassis, stuff like that, touch-ups here and there. It's just a really good multi-purpose all-round paint. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use it just to touch up the little bits and pieces under the car, where I had the bolts, where all the bolt holes were for all the suspension. I had all little plugs in there, so this will just go over and paint over the primer, make it look nicer, and then also gloss up all the stone guard.
With that stone guard all done, it's time to prep this engine bay and get some primer on it so we can finally get it painted. I did have to put some bog in a few little places, and I'm really sorry I didn't film it. But with all that done, the prep work done, the bog work done, it's time to put some 2K primer down, and I just put on 3 coats, fills up all those imperfections, and then we can go through and rub it all out and get it ready for paint.
Right, legends, she's all masked up, all prepped, rubbed down, sanded, everything's smick, ready to go. I've already hit it with the wax and grease, so I'm going to smash some gloves on, clean myself up a little bit, hit it with the tack cloth. I'm going to start putting this colour down. I'm not going to show you mixing the colour. Wait, and we'll go through the whole process and you'll get to see what colour we're finally going to paint this car. Let's get straight into this. I'm still lost for words with how good this actually looks. So I'm going to try my best not to ramble on and to find my words here. So I hope you guys like this episode. If you did, like, subscribe, share it with friends and family, because we aren't stopping here. I've got this whole car designed. I've got wheels that are already picked. And when I do a car and I vision it, it comes out exactly how I vision it. And how I vision this car, it's going to be phenomenal. So make sure you stick around for that. I will be probably a little bit slower getting some of the next few episodes out. I've got some things that absolutely have to be done around the house before Christmas. So I do apologise there. We're going to be a bit slower, but it's going to work out all right because I am waiting for quite a lot of parts. There's a lot of stuff on back order. And there's some really, really crucial things that we need to get this car going. So some of them aren't due to turn up till January, February next year, but I promise you I will have at least an episode or two out before then, in the run-up to Christmas and through the Christmas break time. So stick around for that. But man, this looks so good, and I really hope the camera does this colour justice, because in person it just looks... I think it's really, really going to pop. Even just for a basic colour off an Audi, I think what it's going to do for this car is going to be great. And I know it is not the first Tirana hatchback or Tirana four-door to be painted in gunmetal grey. I know there's a couple of them out there. But I think some different elements that we're going to bring to this car later in the build are going to make it stand out a little bit different from the rest. And my belief is that it is staying closer to the more budget side of things, in the sense of this isn't a show car. This is an A9X replica, close to about, with some minor things different. But you know, it's not over the top what we're doing. The engine bay is all original. It still has the original spot welds. It still has the original wrinkles in the metal from when it was pressed in the steel press from the factory. So in that sense, it's not over the top. It's not outside of a normal budget for a car like this. So I think that's going to make it different from those other cars that are painted the gunmetal greys and those show quality types of the cars. But enough of that. I'm rambling. I'm going to stop. I'm going to end it here. Stick around. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks, guys.